they're experimental. They're experimental laws. They're not
like
they're
vaccines. They're just testing on the whole population.
We're going to a protest over at City Hall for Iran.
Answer Coalition.
To stop, Answer Coalition.
Anti-war.
Protest the war in Iran.
Oh, cool, excellent.
That's 125 cities across the United States are marching to the Answer Coalition.
Oh, are they still doing their?
Thousands of people marching to the
Yeah, they were perfect because this ends right when that starts. So
we're gonna have to leave here a little early.
Are you a part of this movement?
Yeah, I'm becoming more part of it.
That's awesome. That's great.
I'm trying to make a film like including this topic.
Good. Great. Yeah. It's important. I think our communities are eroding in many ways with the commercialism of consumerism, and so that makes it very difficult to connect. Even though it feels like we're more connected, I feel like we're less connected nowadays. Like we're not showing up as much physically. Like doing this kind of stuff is really helpful because then you're really connecting with the community.
Closer because I got my wide angle on.
Oh, okay.
I'll be back.
You're gonna go in the middle of the street?
If we created a mass meditation for the 5G process and actually see 5G being dismantled, see the evidence being presented in the courts, see the judiciary systems voting against 5G in favor of our health and in favor of protection of the environment. And so I just thought we just have to create a vision for that, a vision, a very specific vision, and have people meditating on this once or twice a day, and have it at a time where, it's accessible to people, like before work or after work.
Yes.
And create the energy for this to happen.
Yes.
Because we're more powerful than what we think. And we need that extra power behind us. We need that spiritual power behind us. But I do think raising your vibration does protect you from, the environment and from all kinds of influences, really. He's like one of the people that put on the LA Skywatch. They have an organization where they do presentations to educate people about 5G, about the chemtrails, about all those things that kind of are endangering us, endangering our health and the environment.
And what are your guys' names?
It's Los Angeles Skywatch, where we can be found on losangelesskywatch.org.
What's your name?
My name is Bob Levy.
L-E-V-Y?
Yes, it is.
And then a couple people are going to go.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you so much. Even on Saturday, I'm doing this kind of work.
I learned all about 5G from him, from their presentations that they give.
Yeah, we meet at the Unurban Cafe, usually the third Saturday of the month. It's really live with real human beings in the room. We have what we call a energy field that is often weakened by cell towers and by cell phones, and she gave us some suggestions of what we can do to strengthen our energy field.
Oh, okay. Can you clap for me? That's fine. That's fine. You don't have to clap that many times.
Hi, my name is Angie, and today we're here protesting the 5G rollout and the effects of the radiation of 5G, which is being suppressed and lied about through the media. We need to educate people. Education. It's verification. That's confirmation.
Oh, it's a recycling truck.
We need to educate people about the facts and the truth about what's being hidden and suppressed, but also that there is potential, possibility, and reality of protection from the radiation, even the 5G radiation, which is going to be so much more strong, potent, and disastrous. Jeff Bezos, I think, has promised to put up 30,000 new satellites that will.
Oh, I thought it was what's his name? The guy from Tesla.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Is it Elon Musk?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's Elon Musk that's doing that. I think it's Jeff Bezos that's putting up 3,000 extra. So there's going to be a lot up there, and the point is to cover every inch of Earth with this 5G radiation, which is also known as microwave radiation. It's harmful. It's used as a weapon. It's used to disperse crowds. It's painful, and it's going to cause more damage than we have already, which is already considerable. So if we can use and have access to the golden light, divine love, are just some of the spiritualized phrases that can neutralize radiation. We have choices, and Mother Nature has not abandoned us. Mother Nature is greater than these man-made. Another perspective on it is that the 5G really is an awakening, a chance to evolve and awaken to our accessing and taking part in spiritualized frequencies, the spiritualized energies that literally will neutralize the negativity and the harm that's being rained down on us and forced on us without our consent.
I've lived long enough to realize that Los Angeles has changed, particularly climatically in the sky. I grew up when there were real cumulus clouds, rain clouds, and we no longer see that in Los Angeles.
No 5G!
Hey, woo! 5G!
Yeah,
Going down.
I love that.
Look at the rise in autism. Look at the, in particular, and other health defects that have happened. They've spiked and gone beyond, through the roof, as they say, because these things have not happened just accidentally.
It's affecting children much more even than adults. And it's
Their brain, their skulls are thinner, so the radiation penetrates deeper. 10 times the amount of an adult.
That's right. And then their brain is still developing. So the normal development process is being interfered with by these frequencies that are not good for us.
I hope we have enough time.
So
try
happy.
to work on that quickly.
I mean, I could just take out your interview and put it up. So, can I ask?
I'm wondering if knowing the world, what it is like now, the pollution in every way, if I would like my children to grow up in this world, I don't know.
Yeah. With all the radiation.
Radiation, the toxic chemicals, the new viruses, everything.
Yeah. And how did you give? You told me all your children had a natural birth.
Yes.
What was the circumstance?
It's much of this was to do with the country that I was at this time. It was Soviet Union, so the not everything that you have had available wasn't available there.
Wake up!
Thank you.
Yeah! Fry your brains, baby! Check the facts, brother! Check the facts! Yeah! Estás, hombre! ¿Qué no es 5G? No es de dormir! Wake up!
Versus,
5G! 5G! Wake up! You're sleeping! Dumbed down, doped up, and distracted! Wake up!
You were talking about, but you said you had like
sensitivity to it. Yeah. I get headaches. I can't think straight. It's very uncomfortable to be around. But if I sit next to a Wi-Fi router, if I got my phone on, it's very uncomfortable. And with 5G, there's going to be fewer places to go where we can actually avoid it.
So how many years have you had the sensitivity?
About 3 years.
And using your phone a lot?
Yeah, that and a Kindle with the wireless. And I just over time, it just got worse and worse to where I noticed it was that I turn on airplane mode, it would stop. Turn it back on, I would notice it. And then so I started talking to people, started talking to doctors, and they're saying, yeah, there's people who are very sensitive to it. And I found a professional electrician to come in and take radiation readings so I could mitigate radiation in my house, which has helped a lot. But it's hard to avoid in our world today. So.
What was the electrician's name?
Michael Holland.
Oh, not William? William Holland, no?
Is it William Holland?
That's his last name.
That lives in Topanga? Yeah, that's the guy. Do you know him?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, okay, he's so cool. Yeah, I met him. He came over actually for free and went through my house. Yeah, he's really cool about it. Gave me some information.
I filmed him for the documentary.
Oh, that's so awesome.
He came to my birth center. I was giving birth.
That's
there was
awesome.
A lot of radiation there.
I know. Isn't that so sad? Like in the hospitals and stuff that we were supposed to get better, there's all this radiation. Yeah. I'm Justin, by the way. Nicole. Okay. Yeah, nice to meet you. Disney World, they give the kids bracelets.
They wouldn't let me turn it on because they showed it to me, but they said, oh, we can't actually turn it on. So like, how am I supposed to test it?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. And then they said, at the hospital, they said that I was able to sign a waiver that said, I don't want this bracelet on my baby. It's called a hugs tag. That's what they call it.
Okay.
Because I hear stories about how like the nurse takes the baby and then just like automatically vaccinates.
Yeah.
So that's another thing I'm concerned about is vaccines.
Yeah, the last time I got a vaccine with the flu vaccine was the last time I actually got sick, and I got so sick. There's two other girls also that they have little like red marks and scabs on them all over from using their cell phones. It's a girl with red hair and green shirt up there. I talked to her and she let me take a picture of her hands because she's got this big blister there.
Oh my
and her sister said that she's got ringing in her ears and can't hear where she used to use her phone there. And
I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder they're here today.
Yeah.
Because I was like, they look kind of young because usually not a lot of young people know about this.
But I have talked to a number of girls who have breast cancer and they're 19 or 20. And I've asked them, do you put your cell phone in your bra? And they say, yeah, sometimes. And scientists, doctors are warning, do not keep it close to you, especially in the bra or underwear. Yeah. If they do install 5G antennas on every single street, in every resident's neighborhood, where do we go to get away from it? And we don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
Studies that show it opens up the blood-brain barrier, which protects the brain from toxins. So if you've got a bunch of toxins in your bloodstream and you're using your cell phone up to your head for a while, that's going to open up the blood-brain barrier and let more toxins into the brain and let neurotransmitters leak out.
I think that guy was a celebrity, the black guy. If you're exposed to more radiation, then it would you'll be able to absorb lead or mercury even easier.
Easier to get into the brain.
I started getting like pink spots around my body and on my right arm especially, which is the arm that I use my phone. And I started being able to feel it going up my arm and kind of like drilling into these spots. It was like a tingling and kind of like an itchy under my skin feeling. And I also had an iPad that was always on Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. And so I think that combined kind of created these problems up my right arm and then also on my stomach, which is where I used to keep my iPad. And I used to talk on my phone every day with my right hand on my right ear. And I have some ear problems now. I have this like ongoing ear infection that kind of like flares up and it hurts and I can't sleep on that side and then it'll go away and come back. And I also noticed like this eye is worse than this eye. I can tell that there's like a certain type of blurriness in this one that isn't in that one.
Because it's closer to the phone.
I think so. I think it's because it's all on that side and obviously I was holding it against my head like every day for, minutes or hours or whatever. This is an anti-EMF little, I think it's Orgonite. It's not a Fitbit, but yeah.
Some of our members have been targeted. There is an activist in Canada with Bye Bye Blue Sky. She has been targeted to the point that she had to leave the movement, and her personality changed.
Oh, can you hold on? Sorry, because my friend's going into labor, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bye. Sorry, hold on. I forgot where I put my phone.